Sing Song Cadiora, the plastic wrap shelter romance or a transparent coffin? Part 1, the YouTube trap. Welcome back, survivors, or should I say, future ice cubes. Today, we're diving into a trend that's been haunting my YouTube algorithm like a bad ex. The Snowy Mountain Plastic Wrap Shelter. You've seen the videos. A guy treks into a blizzard with nothing but a roll of kitchen wrap. He wraps it around a few trees, tosses in some fairy lights, and boom, it's a crystalline palace. He's sitting inside, sipping artisanal coffee in a t-shirt. While it's minus 30 degrees outside, it looks like a high-budget sci-fi movie, right? But let's be real for a second. Are we actually looking at a survival hack? Or are we watching a man build his own see-through sarcophagus? You might think, hey, a roll of saran wrap is only $5. This is genius. Well, let me tell you, that $5 investment is a down payment on a one-way ticket to meet your ancestors. Today, Sing Song Cadiora is going to peel back the layers of this clingy nonsense. Don't go anywhere unless you want to end up as a frozen burrito in the middle of nowhere. Part 2, the greenhouse delusion. Let's address the big why. Why does it look so warm in those videos? Is it magic? No, it's basic thermodynamics, and it's a total bait and switch. During the day, plastic wrap acts like a greenhouse. It lets the sun's radiation in and traps the heat. It's windproof? Sure. You wrapped it 10,000 times. Even a hurricane couldn't find a crack. If you film yourself at 2 p.m., you're basically a happy little plant in a nursery. But here's the kicker. The sun eventually goes down. Shocking, I know. And once that giant space heater in the sky disappears, your 0.0mm plastic wall has the insulating power of, well, nothing. It's a thin sheet of plastic. Heat doesn't stay in a plastic wrap shelter. It leaks out faster than a celebrity's private messages. By 8 p.m., you aren't a survivalist anymore. You are a frozen dumpling trapped in a transparent freezer. The only thing warm about your night will be the burning regret you feel for not bringing a real tent. Remember, plastic wrap blocks the wind, but it invites the frostbite for a slumber party. Part 3, the indoor water park nightmare. Now let's talk about the myth of comfort. Have you noticed how these YouTubers wake up looking fresh with dry sleeping bags and perfect hair? That's because they probably slept in their heated SUVs 5 minutes away. In the real world, humans breathe. And when you breathe, you release moisture. In a real tent, that moisture can escape. In a plastic wrap shelter, it's trapped. It clings to the cold plastic walls and freezes instantly into a layer of frost. Then comes the fun part. As soon as you light a stove or the morning sun hits the shelter, all that frost melts. It doesn't just drip, it rains. It's a localized monsoon inside your own house. And guess where all that water goes? Right into your expensive down sleeping bag. Once your sleeping bag is wet, it loses all its insulation. Congratulations! You are now wrapped in a wet, freezing sponge in sub-zero temperatures. That's not survival, that's a hypothermia express ticket. If you see a YouTuber waking up bone dry in a plastic wrap shelter, they're either a lizard or a liar. And my money is on liar. Part 4, the silent assassin. The gas chamber. This is the part where I get serious because this actually kills people. You see these guys cooking steaks on a wood stove inside their plastic wrap huts. It looks cozy, right? Wrong. It's a DIY gas chamber. Plastic wrap is airtight. That's why we use it for leftovers. When you burn anything inside a stove, a candle, even a tiny heater, it consumes oxygen and releases carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is the polite assassin. It has no smell, no color, and no sound. It just makes you feel a little sleepy, a little dizzy, and then you never wake up. By wrapping your shelter so tight that no wind gets in, you've also made sure no oxygen gets in. Building a plastic wrap shelter without proper ventilation is literally building a transparent coffin and waiting for the lid to close. Don't trust the aesthetic of the smoke rising from the plastic roof. In real life, that smoke and the gases you can't see are a death sentence. Part 5. Conclusion. Wrap the meat, not yourself. So, what have we learned today? People say, "Oh, it's so fast to build." No, it's not. In the time it takes you to wrap a tree 500 times like a giant spider, you could have built a solid snow wall or a debris hut. Snow is a natural insulator. It breathes. It keeps you alive. Plastic wrap just suffocates you and turns you into a popsicle. The bottom line? Plastic wrap is for wrapping leftover BBQ, not for wrapping human beings. You are not a rack of ribs. You are not a ham. Stop treating yourself like a grocery item. If you want to survive the winter, use gear that's meant for the winter. Don't let a 60-second TikTok hack turn you into a 60-year-old ice sculpture. This has been Sing Song Kadiora. Subscribe if you want to keep living. And remember, stay smart. Stay warm and keep the wrap in the kitchen. See you in the next one alive.